And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Is here. That means it's time for the mailbag. Angie, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. And Angie, you've missed me. I've been gone all week. You didn't know what to do without me around the house. It was so lonely, so quiet, and you were saying I want to do reviews all week, and I wasn't here. I wasn't here.
Out of practice.
So now we're back at it. We're back in the game. I'm back in the saddle again, doing a lot of reviews this weekend, trying to get caught up on things. You know how it goes. But we do got the question of the week, and Angie, this one kind of involves you, so I'm going to read the question, and you can help answer this one.
Oh, great.
So, question of the week, and I will say, question of the week, you want to be a question of the week, put your question in the comments of this very video. You too can be the question of the week. And I got so many questions this week, I'm going to save these, and whatever questions are in this week's, I'm going to do a special one-off video of just questions. So we'll have that in the future here on the channel. So keep sending your questions, we'll be ready for them. But Angie, are you ready to listen?
I was trying to sneak to get a little head start.
Oh, this one comes from Nelly. Oh, Nelly, haven't heard from him in a long time. He's blowing up the scene.
Band-Aid on the face.
You love Nelly. Nelly P 2622. Question of the week. With Christmas right around the corner, we're a Kwanzaa family, actually, though. I think that's the truth. No, Christmas right around the corner. What does your family get the guy who already has the coolest figures as soon as they come out? You must be really hard to shop for. They must avoid action figures altogether because just figuring out what you already have would be a huge job. And that's definitely, usually my dad usually gets me some action figures. I usually just tell him, hey, I want this. And I send that their way. But let's see. Angie, am I really hard to shop for? Yes. And Angie, are you getting me anything for Christmas this year? No.
Well, I think we kind of decided we might not, but
we never get each other really anything for Christmas or birthdays or anything like that.
Nothing major.
No.
We'll be like, let's buy a snowblower or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, was it 2 years ago? We got a microwave. It's like, hey, we really need a microwave. Let's just
oven or something.
Get a microwave or an oven. Yeah, it was an oven. That's the kind of stuff we get each other. So we don't go all out and we're trying to buy stuff because you never know. You never know what somebody wants. So usually we go in on something we need to do. Like, hey, we got to get, like you said, a snowblower, oven, microwave. This year, we haven't really decided anything, did we? Maybe a snowblower. I keep saying we got to get a snowblower. Or I think we also said shots for the dogs. We got to get that done too. That's always expensive, like $600-700. Yeah, just put our money towards that. And really, that's a present for the dogs. The presents of longer life, I guess, is what they get. Anything?
So, yes. So,
Oh, I thought you were
I was trying to think what the question was.
what does your family get? So that's kind of what we get. And I am hard to shop for, yes.
Many a times I've bought you something, and you usually already have it, or you'll be like, how much did you pay for this? So you'll be like, I could have got it cheaper.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes.
But the main things I buy you him shoes. He hates spending money. Is that a trivial thing, or would you like necessity? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Necessities. Like, I hate buying socks and underwear and shoes and pants and stuff like that. Like, I don't mind buying a concert shirt. I don't mind buying a heavy metal shirt or something, but anything I need, like work stuff, like work shirts.
Wear it till it's in the ground.
Yeah, I'm like, I just hate spending my money on stuff like that, which is so weird, but I think a lot of collectors especially are that way. A lot of guys are that way too. I hate spending my money on that kind of stuff. And then you, I never know what to buy you. You're pretty easy. It's like, because you go to Starbucks every single day, or you go to Hyper. It's like, oh, here's a $50 Starbucks gift card, because I know you're going to use that as much as I hate it.
I love that.
Yes, that's the other one. We usually get you the pedicures, manicures. You love that kind of stuff. You love sexy outfits, of course, as well. You're a big fan of that. Who knows what else?
I buy you stuff for your beard.
Yeah, you always got. I'm backed up. I got a couple years worth of beard stuff going on. I might need some hair ties maybe in the future. What else? That's about it.
You do need some new Vans.
And maybe the checkered Vans, of course. There's these sweet pink ones I really want, but they only make them in kid sizes, unfortunately. But man, I'd love those pink Vans. Would be a good one. But I don't know. I don't really need a whole lot of stuff. That's for sure. Snowblowers.
He's like an old man. I'll get him some Summer sausage.
Yeah,
Nuts.
I'll eat some nuts and some summer cheese and crackers. I love that kind of stuff.
A little basket.
Yeah, a good apple pie or pecan pie. I like that kind of stuff. That's a good present. Besides that, nothing really. And if you guys want to send me a present, somebody buy me a snowblower. I'm looking at one of these ones with the take batteries, but I just can't pull the trigger and I can't decide which one I want. It's just a frustrating experience, and any day, it's really tempting fate. It could snow any day and my back's not going to take a full day out in the yard, and the kids aren't going to help. They're no help. They're worthless. They're worthless.
It's freezing rain here today.
Yeah, it's freezing rain today. So that's that question. Angie, thank you for your help once again. Now we're going to the mall. We're going to a toy show, the mall. I'm going to get dinner. Oh, it's going to be a great night. We're going to do that. And yeah, and all right,
I'm
fine.
poor.
All right. I'll pay. And then Saturday night's main event tonight as well. Oh, boy. Jesse Ventura. I can't wait to see that. But there it is. That's the question of the week. If you want to be the question of the week, once again, put it in the comments of this very video, and you too can be the question of the week. So until next week, Angie, goodbye. See you guys real soon. And, of course, up next is the weekly purchases. Question of the week. And, of course, my wife joins us here for the question of the week. Angie, how are you doing today?
I'm great.
You're just great. Are you ready for Christmas?
Yes.
Are you making, what are you making? All this food and all this candy and cookies and stuff? You're all ready to go?
No.
She's not ready to go. She's not doing anything. But I am wearing a Christmas hat today. How much did this hat cost?
$2.
$2 at Walgreens. Nobody would wear it. And I said, you know what? I'm up to the task. I'll put this on here today. I don't mind looking like a fool for $2, but a little bit small, so I had to fold it a little bit. And you make it work. You make do with what you have is what you do. That's, of course. You do, of course, as we know. But it is the holiday season. I brought my Christmas sweater. What are you wearing here today? Why don't you show that off? Looking good. Oh, how about that? But very Christmassy and blue. Christmas blue, of course. Maybe Hanukkah, because you are Jewish, right?
Frosty.
Are we spinning the dreidel later tonight? Because Angie is full-on Jewish, right? No?
I don't look it.
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But we are here. It is the holiday question of the week, and we got somewhat of a holiday question, I do think. Angie, you ready to take it from there?
Oh my gosh, it's so tiny in the comments.
Uh-oh, get your cheaters on. Get your readers.
Oh God. Tom Dabrowski?
Tom Dabrowski.
5694.
3694.
What did I say?
56. Oh, she's new.
Do your delivery drivers know about your channel? I'm sure they have some questions.
No, they don't. They don't. I don't. So,
you had a mailman forever.
That's what I was going to say. You read my mind. We had an amazing old man mailman. I assume he probably retired or he dropped dead of a heart attack. Who knows what happened to him?
We gave him money every year.
We
Christmas
would.
Card.
I used to leave like a gift card. I think we gave him like a Texas Roadhouse or Red Lobster or something. Gave him a nice gift card. Oh, fine dining at the
We even
Lobster.
put in a bigger mailbox.
We did. We
made a
we made a bigger mailbox. We did all that kind of stuff for him, and he was there probably at least 2-3 years, and very friendly. Always chatted him up. I mean, it was just what you want out of a mailman.
Yes.
I mean, just steps away from a hug and a kiss whenever I'd see him every day. But and FedEx, UPS, those guys. Justin is our FedEx guy. I always get the note that Justin, your driver, will be here. Amazon, of course, as well, and DHL from time to time. So we got a lot of delivery drivers. Unfortunately, the old days of knowing your milkman, like our milkman, we don't even know who that is. Knowing your mailman, I think those days are pretty much gone in my neck of the woods because it really feels like we have a different mail guy about every single week. I mean, there is a different dude here all the time. Sometimes they're here to like 11, and most times now they're here at like 5, 6 o'clock at night, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Bread should be delivered to stores by 8 a.m., and the mail should be there by noon. That's what I say. That's my rule, but it drives me absolutely crazy. So unfortunately, like if you have a different mailman almost every single day, it's like I'm not going to give a gift card because it'll be Jim Bob that's filling in from the country this week because they're short-staffed, and all of a sudden he gets that $50 gift card, and it's like he does, wow, this is crazy. I've never been here, and I'm getting all this. My first time here, boy, they're a really nice family there. So we used to take care of one guy. Now, FedEx, Amazon, it's like a different person every time. Sometimes they're in a car, sometimes they're in the paddy wagon, sometimes you never know what they're in. FedEx all over the place, and FedEx, the bane of my existence. I complain about them every week in this video, so I'm not giving them anything. And UPS, salt of the earth, what can Brown do for you? They can do a lot for me, that's for sure. But I enjoy the Brown, of course. But
They really should have a delivery cart though, for as much as we do. Give them some snacks.
Yeah, I mean, and I get a lot of stuff from my day job too. I get piles of samples, and it's fun tasting stuff a year early and stuff. I wish I could do a special taste test. Like, here's a new item that's coming in a year from now. I'm getting to get the taste test. I could share it with you, but I can't do that, unfortunately. It's got to be a secret. Got to be a secret. It would have been fun in the Oreo days, let me tell you. But yeah, we don't leave anything. Long story short, rambling.
They suck.
Yeah, don't leave anything because we don't know any of these people, and they're different all the time. You never know when they're going to show up. You don't know anything. And I long for the old days when you knew Roger the milkman was going to be at your door with that gallon of milk, and you knew that the mailman was going to be there. And there was only a way to get mail was the mailman back then. And sometimes he was on a horse, and that's what we would see back in the day. But those days, long, long gone, so nothing there. And I'm pretty sure none of those people know anything about my channel. We did, and it's funny, I had a couple of questions, like on my tour video, Angie, you saw that video. One of the questions was, I feel so bad for Kyle's HVAC guy. And I said, don't feel bad for him. He's a fan of the channel, because the last guy we had here was a fan of the channel, and we sat here and shot the breeze about action figures for a while. And so he enjoyed his time here. And servicing the HVAC, taking the tour, living the dream. Living the dream. That's what he was doing there. And that is it for Question of the Week. Angie, you got anything else? We're going to do a massive year-end question of the week. And, oh, no. Don't start with me, dogs. No barking when we're filming.
Rowdy today.
They're rowdy today. And Ace ran away. Oh, don't even get me started on that.
It's a bad day.
Don't get me started on that. He ran away, and the neighbors got dogs over on the other side of the fence. These new dogs, stranger dogs. So they're wanting to bark and chase and all that kind of stuff. Ace has had a long day in timeout, and it's not seemingly getting better. His attitude has not changed. He's not getting bones in his stocking. He's getting coal in his stockings as this way is going. I said, Ace, it's too close to Christmas, buddy. You can't be messing up like this. But he doesn't care. He doesn't believe in Santa, which is ridiculous. But
this is the fourth time we've tried to film this question.
Yeah, he's just been nothing but trouble. But he's okay now. So the cat's out of the bag and in Ace's stomach, I think, is where that one went. So there it is. But we're going to do a year-end Q&A. So if you want to leave a question down here, you want to be the... Oh, there he goes again. You want to be the question.
Kyle's eyes twitching over here.
Ooh, getting me fired up. But if you want to be the question of the week, put it in the question or put it in the comment. Put it in the comments down below, and then we're going to do a big year-end Q&A. Angie might be there, she might not, but I'm taking all the Q&As of the stuff that I missed, and I'm going to put it in that video. You can ask whatever question you want, so stay tuned for that.
Whatever.
In the future.
You can ask whatever you want.
You know, it's free country. They can say whatever they want. Maybe
we'll do a crazy Patreon one where we really answer it all.
Uh-oh. What are we doing?
We'll answer anything.
Uh-oh.
It's sweaty.
Yeah, it's hot down here in this sweater.
Oh my God, I look way cuter in this.
You do. You can wear that around. Look at you. Just a Mrs. Claus. Look just like her. Look just like Mrs. Claus. That's for sure. So, well, there it is. Angie, got anything else? You want to wish everybody a happy holiday?
Happy holiday.
Happy holiday. I'm going to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, rocking the Kwanzaa, of course, all the usual stuff. And, of course, Todd and Mark on the couch. Love those guys, too. So there it is for another question of the week. If you want to be the question of the week, put your question in the comments down below. And until next time, we'll see you guys all real soon. And stay tuned for the weekly purchases. All right, time for question of the week. And of course, missing something for the question of the week this week is my wife, Angie. She is not here as she's left town for good, maybe. Who knows? Probably not. But she was picked up by her sisters and she went to Arkansas. Beautiful this time of year to visit her mom. Went on a sister's trip to visit her mom. So she's gone for a couple of days. So it's just me and the kids just hanging out, chilling, doing the question of the week by myself this week. So Angie, she's here in spirit, just not here this week. But speaking of Q&As, if you want to be the question of the week next week, put it in the comments of this very video, and you too could be question of the week. And then, of course, don't forget, I do have a post on Instagram. I do have a post in the community tab right here on YouTube. If you want to be part of the big extravaganza Q&A, you can jump in and have a question on that. Ask me anything going on. It's been a couple of years since we've done a Q&A like that on the channel. Now, every single month for Patreon members, I do an exclusive Q&A every single month where we really get in the weeds on some stuff. But I figured I'd do it for everybody here towards the year end. Maybe we'll have that New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, something like that. We'll have the Q&A, possibly 2 videos depending on the length. we'll see what happens there. But get your questions in for that one. And of course, this month, instead of a Q&A over on Patreon, I did a special collection video that you will want to see. I just posted that up there. It's maybe not my collection. Maybe it's another person's. Who knows? Who knows? But check that out if you would like to see that as well. But let's dive into the question of the week this week, and I got it right here. It is from one Toby Knights. Toby Knights. Okay. What's your most expensive weekly purchases? Must be 4 figures easily. I feel guilty spending like £100 a week. So this is from the UK or Europe. How about that? But what is your most expensive weekly purchases? Has to easily be that week where I bought the entire Jakks Class Superstars series mint on card. I did go to Chicago. I rented a van with good friend of the channel, David C. Anderson. Bought an entire collection, including some pieces I was missing for my collection at the time. You guys do know I bought that whole collection, and in turn, I opened them up. Of course, Jakks Classic Superstars Tuesdays on the channel has went on hiatus the last 2 months as we've had so many figures for year end to get through, but the Jakks videos will be coming back in 2025. Still got about a year's worth of those videos in the can right now. But that was my busiest week, or most expensive week, as I bought that entire collection, which included a lot of 1 of 100s, some extremely rare variants, everything mint on card, and then I unboxed all of those, like I said on the channel. Also use that for my book, cheap plug, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstars series. Almost 700 pages available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and now on Kindle. But I do have a mint on card set and a loose set, and that's what I used for the book, and that's where I got the ones to be loose for my collection. So that was very, very expensive. I mean, it was, I think, $18,000 is what it ended up being there when you include the rental of the van, the complete collection. I mean, what was it, 500-600 some figures? And like I said, one thing that really brought that price up was there was a lot of 1 of 100s and some extremely rare variants you do not see. So being able to get those, I mean, there was all the 1 of 3000s, 1 of 1800s. It was all of that kind of stuff. So it was very, very pricey, but I always wanted a loose set of those, so it was definitely worth it, because if you do it on the flip side, you go to eBay and you buy these and you piece it together, how much shipping are you going to pay? So being able to drive 5.5 hours to pick it up in a van definitely saved me a heck of a lot of money, and I found good use to it. I found content with it. I wrote a book about it. So it was really one of those things where it was a lot of money, but I kind of came back to me because I needed those in my collection, saved me money instead of piecing it together, and I got some money out of the book sales and video sales, all that kind of stuff. So it was quite the circle of trust, circle of power, whatever you want to call it. But that was definitely my most expensive one. I mean, it was really rough. If you saw that video, it's an all-timer of a video. You saw me right there with Scott, the guy I bought it from. I'm sitting there getting ready to hit the PayPal. I'm just like, oh, there it is. But I had to hit it. I had to do it. And I'm still no regrets on it for sure. It's my favorite collection, and one thing about the Jakks Class Superstars, it brought me back into collecting. So it's a special line for me, even more special now that I'm forever linked to it with, of course, the book that came out this year. Stay tuned to next year. You might even have some more reading material from me. You never know. Might even have gave you a little sneak peek a couple of weeks ago here on this channel. So more on that in the future, I guess, but that is the question of the week. And once again, if you want to be the question of the week or part of the big question, make sure you put it in the comments down below or find those posts. Put your question in there. Much more to come, and hopefully next week my wife will be back and we can do question of the week once again. So that's question of the week. Now we turn our attention over to album of the week.